that women, when given the opportunity to work and have birth control, are not choosing to have families. Now,
women here in the studio, let's hear their opinion real quick.
Yeah,
what do you want for your life? A career or family?
family.
Why?
Why?
Mhm.
I think I've spent a lot of time focused on my career, and I'm realizing that I don't want to do that.
And what's amusing, and it's not.
Seek out my career.
Well said.
Wow.
I mean, like, it's cute and it's a compelling story because you read it out of the Bible, and that's cool. But the reality is, as nice as it sounds, nobody on the planet is making these decisions anymore. You have been proven wrong time and time again, empirically, that women, when given the opportunity to work and have birth control, are not choosing to have families. Now, you can run with the delusion. It's the same one progressives have. I talked enough that, oh no, they would all agree with us if they just knew better. But that's only going to get you so far. There's a reason why your movement is so unimaginably unpopular and why it's only becoming more unpopular every single day.
Really? Then why does your side spend trillions of dollars to suppress it?
The reason why is because women aren't making these decisions. So you need to adapt to the world as it exists today, figure out why they're not, and then try to make a better value proposition.
Okay.
You're just harping on a 2,000-year-old book isn't going to do it.
Stephen, how come for thousands of years you're trying to suppress the book and it keeps coming back stronger? You spend trillions of dollars with your faggot side trying to suppress one little teenager. You guys fucking suck. You got every bank trying to suppress one little book.
Today in the world
all the money on earth circulates the Vatican with that little book. You guys spend trillions of dollars trying to fucking suppress Nick. You guys are pathetic.
Trillions.
And you can't even do it.
Trillions of dollars.
Jesus is king and these homosexuals gotta go.
Earlier you made a point, you said that you're assuming, or Nick's assuming, that all the women in the West are programmed and they're all wrong. But that's true. I mean, if they choose a career, they're going to find some sort of masculine essence to listen to. Women need to follow a man to some extent. So either it's going to be big pharma selling that birth control, it's going to be their boss that's in the workforce. They always listen to a man, and it's better. We're arguing that it's better for a woman to listen to her husband than it is to listen to a random boss who doesn't care about it, who's like just taking.
I mean, everybody listens to other people. It's not just women.
No,
it's
but
men
women
too.
have to listen to a man.
Why do women have to listen to a man?
That's their nature. They have to have some sort of masculine force.
That's their nature. Like, the reality is everybody
so.
listens to other people. That's how we work as a
Where
society.
you get your moral code said they got to listen to us. If they have an 18-year-old son, he has authority.
You get your moral code
comes from the Bible.
your
Stop
moral
fucking
code-
lying, but you
no.
made it up with your pedophilia, rainbow flag faggot shit.
Pedophilia. What are we talking Catholic Church again? Right?
right.
People get their morality from their family, and they get it from their community. That's where morality comes from. That's where epistemologies come from. That's how every single person in the world works. Even most Christians, I think even Nick would fucking admit, even most Catholics probably haven't even read a single gospel from start to finish, let alone the entire fucking Bible. We've got members on the panel who claim they're Muslim who've never opened a Quran in their life. We've got Zherka, who the fuck knows?
Yeah, I quote the Bible all the time. Hit my YouTube
There's
channel.
plenty of people that are religious that have never even cracked open their books
Here's
before,
one.
okay?
Here's Genesis. Okay, Jesus said, "Stop being a faggot."
Yeah, which verse is that?
Destiny, real quick.
Yeah.
So you brought up a good point. We are living in the real world, and that means, for example, we have real problems. And even though we ideally want to follow Nick's pattern, which is happening, which is not happening right now, what is your solution to this problem then? Because obviously speaking, I think this path is the right path to go to, but let's be real here. Women are not following that pattern right now. So what's your solution?
Well, it's whatever the solution is, it can't be a step backwards because I don't think women are going to accept that. So there has to be something that we can do to make the value proposition for having families and having children being better. I mean, I guess we're on Rumble. I think Israel is like one of the only countries in the world that has like ultra high incentives around like having children and maintaining birth rates. They're one of the few countries that seem to do it right. But this idea of just like shaming people into like, you need to have kids and you'll love it, trust me, is like clearly not working. It didn't work for any fascist countries between World War I and World War II. It hasn't worked for countries that are trying to just incentivize birth rates because people don't have children like that. Like, you have to build like a society, a community.
It's almost like the white nations are being attacked with their birth rate by all the Muslims coming in.
Yes, it's Muslims that are making white people not
fuck.
having children.
All the goat fucking Muslims coming to white countries. I wonder who's pushing that in.
Well, it's not a shame argument. The argument that I made was not just a shame argument. And I think that talking about it like it's a value proposition, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the red pill people are right about the nature of women, the nature of men. Here's the thing, though. I don't like all this language like sexual marketplace and high value man and value proposition, because men and women are not commodities. You know, we're people, we have souls. Marriage, we believe, is a sacrament. It's something that's holy. You know, producing children is something that's bigger than just like a transaction. And what we just said, it was kind of interesting. You didn't have too much of an answer for this. I said, when it comes to women, what's more important? What do they want more? Talk about a value proposition than a man who loves them and children. I think every little girl dreams of being a princess and marrying Prince Charming and having a wedding. They want to plan out their dream wedding and they want to decorate their home and that sort of thing. And what competes with that idea? Being a OnlyFans model?
Is
No,
that those are the only two
just-
options in your life? Is
No, no, no.
OnlyFans model or
No,
like
that's a false dichotomy. That's a false dichotomy.
You're the one that made the
fallacy.
dichotomy. I agree it is false.
Well, you interrupted me before I continued on. What's the alternative? Be an OnlyFans model, you get banged by strange men on camera to guys who are lusting after you. Or you could go and work in some corporation and sit behind a desk and click, 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 and you can punch and be a bureaucrat and a manager. Like, men work because we have to work. We don't like working. We have our passions, as you understand. We have things that we like to do. But for 99% of the people in the world, work is monotonous. It's a grind. And even if you like it, we don't want to do it every day. We don't want to do it every day for the rest of our lives. The idea that women are like, oh, yeah, like I'm choosing to do that. And we need to reshape the value proposition. I think the value proposition is pretty plain. I'll also say this. You said nobody in the world is doing this. Most people on the planet are doing it my way. America isn't the only country on planet Earth. If you look at most people in Asia, Latin America, in the Middle East,
Israel.
in Africa, in Israel, like you said, what are the countries that are not doing this? It's all the deindustrialized countries with falling fertility rates and high suicide rates. Japan, South Korea, Western Europe, the United States. You said this is like an economic miracle. All these countries don't have a productive sector. And that's why that's why we would lose in a war with
Every
China.
single country in Africa and South America are all following the exact same pattern that I laid out, not the one that you're laying out.
No, they're not.
There's a reason why people say like the 11th billionth child will never be born on this planet. It's because every single country, as it industrializes, every single country as women enter the workforce, all have falling birth
Wait, the
rates.
11 billionth child won't be born on this planet?
Correct. Our population won't get that high because the replacement rates fall
I
off.
thought you
on
meant they
every
would be
single...
born on Mars.
Maybe Elon Musk. Also, I disagree with your first thing. Men might not want to work, but we want the freedom and the autonomy that comes with work. I think most men, given the opportunity to live with their parents until they're 30 or go out when they're 20 to 22 and enter the workforce so they have the freedom to be their own person, would choose that. I
Freedom
think most
to do
men,
what, though?
to have autonomy to choose
To
what
play
you want to do with your
StarCraft?
life.
But what? But like what?
Yeah, to play
It could be-
StarCraft. Say it to play StarCraft.
It could be if you want to play StarCraft.
No,
you
let
could
him
do it.
answer,
Oh my
though.
God.
I mean, yeah, what to do
It
what?
could be pursuing a hobby with friends. It could be traveling. It could be enriching your life with any other number of hobbies or pursuits or interests. I mean, like, it depends. What do you mean?
See but that's what I'm getting at, is that is such a shallow definition of existence. If all there was in life was hobbies,
Hold
I
on,
would kill myself.
Nick,
Yeah.
cockroaches have kids. To say that the entire existence of your life should just be having kids is also to some people a really shallow part of your existence.
Well-
That's cool if you want to get old and die and the best moments that you have are whatever you pushed out of your fucking vagina. But for some people, they like having a record of accomplishments, a record of achievements, things that they've done,
There's
hobbies
no
that they
point.
pursued to really
You don't
high
need-
or elite levels, sports or athletic.
Steven,
places they
stop.
travel
You
to,
don't.
like, for a lot
Steven,
of people,
Steven,
you don't even
you
have
got a
kids.
fa-
Shut the
you have a
fuck up.
son.
You've done nothing.
Didn't you abandon your son? Didn't you abandon your
Yes,
son?
I did, Zherka.
Where's
That's
your
what I
son? We haven't seen him in
All the
10
girls
years.
you talked to.
We need a fucking collaboration with your son.
The story that you're laying out is, again, something that nobody's choosing to follow. Women are all choosing the opposite. And for you to say over and over again, like, oh, well, no, families are the best possible fucking thing you could ever fucking have, and nothing else competes with that, everybody on the planet seems to disagree with you. And again, you keep harping it over and over again, but anybody can go and look like birth rates or fertility rates of every African country, of every fucking South American country. As they get industrialized, the birth rates fall. Like, it's a pattern throughout all of human
We
history.
have women here in the studio. Let's hear
Yeah.
their opinion real quick.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Sneako,
Time.
what do you want for your life? A career or family?
Family.
Why?
Why?
Mhm.
I think I've spent a lot of time focused on my career, and I'm realizing that I don't want to do that, and I would rather be a mom.
Okay.
Huh.
For you?
A family, but I don't want to be locked inside a house. Like it seems like he wants us to be.
No, but you could have duties like go exercise and talk to the
hobbies?
parents.
Wait, aren't you
We can exercise. Can we go
Oh,
to
that's
the
a
gym?
hobby, though.
Not in a gym with any men, though. Not in a gym with any men.
Exactly. It's a
right.
hobby.
Women's only gym.
Can we go to the grocery
No
store?
lesbians allowed.
Or we have to cover our garments?
You have to wear a burqa.
I think the better way to
Mashallah.
ask this question so that we can get a real assessment of what's better is if you had to pick one of the two, prioritize, would it be career or would it be family and children?
Yeah.
Which one?
I'd prioritize family.
What about you?
Family.
But you're
What about
25. It's over for you.
26.
What about
You're
you?
26. It's worse.
I think the coolest, most impactful thing anyone is ever going to do with their life, especially women, is raising a family. And
What
children.
about you? Career or family if you had to pick one of the two? Or put one on the prioritization. Which one is number two? Which one is number one and which one is two?
Honestly, I value having a career
Okay.
because
That's
men
fine.
come and go.
And
They don't
let
talk
me,
about that.
let me
part.
ask you this. When you were in your
seen
20s, did you have that
divorce
same
rates.
priority where career was in the first?
Yeah, I didn't want to settle in my 20s. That was a personal decision. I actually got proposed
She
to in
belongs
my
to the
20s.
streets.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
when you
I
have the
don't
most
belong
power.
to the streets. It's because
Yeah,
I've
you
seen
do.
a lot of divorce rates. I've seen a lot
The
of
fear.
broken relationships, broken marriages, men cheating.
Ladies, if you want
I
a
want
husband,
that.
if you
Okay.
if you body count,
Okay, let's
I
go.
don't-
Let's go to her. Would you prioritize
I value family,
a career
though.
or family?
80% of
I already
divorces
have children, so for me, it's like obviously I've had to choose my children over career many times, which I'm more than happy to do. But
Okay.
I understand the fear in women about choosing the wrong man to have kids with, which I also have done. And then you get labeled in another section, like you guys have also talked about today. So sometimes the fear can take over, but I've had kids, so I'll choose my kids any day.
What about you? Family or children? Or, sorry,
Family.
family or career? Family. Okay. To the couch.
Yep.
What about you?
I would definitely say family, but it's really hard in this generation because men also don't want to step up and provide for us. You guys are saying like if you're over like 23, like why aren't you like?
Bro, you're
why
not
don't
even
you
a
have
virgin.
kids?
Why the fuck would anyone invest in you? You're a used Twinkie.
You don't know that.
Are you a virgin?
I've had two boyfriends,
So
so no.
did they
but,
bust nuts inside you? Bunch of ejaculate in you? That's what I'm buying.
I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
but that doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
What do you
It's
mean?
a fact.
Who the fuck are you to tell me what matters? It's my fucking choice. You fucking Twinkie talking Twinkie.
True. If you want to marry a virgin, that's
No,
so
bitch, you're
fine.
dripping. We don't want you.
But it's also like men.
No,
aren't
that's we
stepping
need a
up.
wet floor sign. You're a hazard.
Stop, Zherka. So your family is what you prioritize?
Yes.
Okay. What about you?
Oh, I have a lot to say.
Family or career?
So, first of all, I prefer a family, especially right now.
Okay.
Once I try, so I agree a lot that the girl's supposed to have a family, and it's prioritizing for everybody. The unfortunate the society right now, and it's our responsible and stupid guys make us want the career because our families from the far, like from the past, like mothers and maybe grandmothers, they had a very bad experience. That's why they teach us, hey girls, first career, first take care of yourself, be independent. But this is not what we built for. We were built like a woman general. We were built for a family, for a love, for kids to stay home. And we're not supposed to even feel that we're stuck there or we're in a prison. We feel this way just because of the guy make us feel this way. If there is a man responsible and he's, have like those love, real love for a woman, live for her, which every guy is supposed to live for his woman, for their women. So, and if he truly feel this way, then we're not gonna feel like, oh, I'm stuck at home, I have to do this because he's fucking cheating somewhere and he's going somewhere. No, if he live for a family, I would love to be in this family, take care of his kids, raise them correct, like
So it's family.
Yeah, it is family.
Thank you. Okay. What about you?
Jesus.
Family or career? If you had to pick one of the two, prioritize.
What the fuck?
Family, but career both.
Well, if you had to pick one, which one is one and which one is two?
Family is number one, obviously.
Okay. All right. What about you?
Family.
Thank God.
What was that? You said family?
Nope.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what I find weird, Byron? Is all
Dusty, do you have anything for that? Because I was just gonna say.
I mean, without like getting too deep into it, I think it's really funny that you guys will say constantly that women lie all the time about what they want. We just had a whole panel of women say that they prefer family, and I think only one of them has children. Just saying. Just saying. Because every single woman on this panel could have multiple children right now. Every single woman on this panel could have multiple children right now.
So Destiny, by their own answers, let's say they've been truthful. That means Nick is right. But hold on. Did you answer?
Somebody was trying to say something?
Yeah.
Family or
wait. So she what?
I'm a stay-at-home mom, so family definitely.
Yeah, you're really
The girls
staying at home.
doing OnlyFans only because they have to, or because they were like scared of something. If the woman like,
that's not true.
then maybe they're like
You know
just
what's
young.
funny
and,
about
like,
you whores?
I want to jump in. I think
shit.
another issue too, real quick, is that you're comparing like the current like career, which a lot of women do, to like when you say family in their mind, they're probably thinking of like an idealized version of family as well, right? And a lot of the women in here gave the same answers and probably feel the same way, that the reason why, like a lot of these women might have started families, but it's hard to find a guy who's hot shit. And by hot shit, I don't even mean like is a six-figure man, but I mean like a guy that's emotionally stable, will provide for the family, isn't a fucking schizoid, like makes enough money to like hold shit down. It's hard to find that guy. But shut the fuck up for 1 second. Jesus Christ, right? If you were to do a panel full of like single moms and say, would you rather have done a career or are you happy with the family situation? I think a lot of those moms would at the very least say, I wish I'd waited like a little bit longer to find a better
agree. I agree.
So I think that's an issue too.
Beautiful. I think he grew taller with that one. But check it out. Why these stupid fucking whores on this podcast and the previous this 1,000. Why you whores are having trouble finding men is you guys think at 25 you have the same leverage as at 21. Bitch, who said you got hotter? You didn't get hotter.
You just said
So
before
you're
that
not
girls that have kids are hotter.
you're fucking inferior. When you want a man, get them at 21. If you're 25 and you're like, oh, I guess I got hotter. You think you're hotter than when you were 21? Bitch, you were pedophiles.
Why are so many? Why are so